800-761-0000.
DK on the Sports Tip. Wildcats Radio 1290.
Wildcat breakdown. Arizona beats Weber State 48-3. Kansas State on the horizon. And we are chatting with the tight end, Glenn Howell, UVA football class of 1985. And Glenn, let's turn things over to the defensive side of the ball. And I want to talk a little bit about, obviously, you've got Avery Johnson coming in here. A quarterback who has the ability to run circles around you, as we saw last year, 111 yards, and a lot of talk in the press conferences this week about that first play of the game where Jackson Gilkey, the quarterback for Weber State, got outside on a zone read and ran for 16 yards. Now, Danny Gonzalez wasn't real happy with, it sounded like he wasn't real happy with Dalton Johnson. He said Johnson is the safety in that situation on that side, got sucked into the middle looking for an inside run, which Danny said, quote, wasn't going to happen. And the cornerback out there, Michael Dansby, kind of got put out on an island as well. How did you see that play and how that could have been better defended? Because you're going to have to defend that zone read run this week coming up with Avery Johnson.
And you that's the film that you sent me, right?
Correct.
Yes. Okay. So if you look at that, Dansby, first of all, if he's the one that's out on the island, all his help is coming from inside. So there's no way that you get pinched inside. You never get beat inside. You attack the outside shoulder of that blocker, and you keep your outside arm free and force that running back or whoever it is or the quarterback to go inside because your help's coming. So if you're on that island, you got to force everything back in. You can't be getting hooked, as they say. Like for me, if I was that tight end and did that, they made that block, I would have been the happy camper there because that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to hook that guy because he has no help, and then he got to the outside. If he would have just took that outside shoulder and made sure that he turned him back in, he had help coming. Help was coming.
Yeah, that's what Brent pointed out. Brent said, he said that if we had more hats to the ball, we'd have been better in that situation. And also the thing that Danny pointed out, he said, is it wasn't dominant contact by Dansby in that situation. Dansby has to really, and if like you said, he's got to either run through him to turn the quarterback back, or he's got to engage that tight end to try to force him back and turn the quarterback back to the inside.
It's all about the technique at this level. You have to have great technique. Gone are the days that you could just play on your athletic ability, okay? Because you got to be able to have great technique. That's what the NFL guys do. The NFL guys have great athletic ability, but they put on top of that sandwich is some technique. And you got a great player. And that's what you have to do. You have to think technique. You have to execute technique. And then you got to just be able to know when and where your hands got to be and just execute the play. If you do that, he would add help. That would have been a 2 or 3 yard gain.
Glenn Howell is our guest. It is Wildcat Breakdown. He is our Arizona Insider, brought to you by Modelo. Modelo, brewed for full-time Cat fans. Modelo is an official corporate partner of Arizona Athletics. We had a targeting situation in that game. Glenn, Jabari Mann, early in the game, had to sit out the second half of the ball game, ejected for targeting. That's going to be something, I think, a point of interest to watch as we move forward, just because of the aggressive type of style, the violent type of style we've talked about that Danny Gonzalez wants from this defense. We thought, you could have essentially had a targeting call in week one. Had if the referees had seen it a different way with that hit Genesis Smith had in the end zone. I'm sure there's probably officials out there that might have seen that.
Yeah, I don't know if that. I don't think that was a great hit.
It was a great hit.
Technique hit.
I agree, but what I'm saying is that I guarantee you you could find one or two officials out there that would have thrown a flag in that situation. And that's something that you've got to be.
Was one of them Stevie Wonder? was one of them Stevie Wonder? Because he turned his shoulder and didn't hit him. I mean, that was a great hit. I think that was a great technical hit.
Oh, absolutely. I absolutely agree with you. I have no problem with the technique. I'm just saying, referees are wild cards in this game of football, and I can guarantee you there'll be if you had a hit like that 10 times, I guarantee you at least half of those 10 times you could find a referee that would throw a flag there. So what I'm wondering is that if it happens again, is that going to suck some of the aggressiveness out of this Arizona defense?
Absolutely not. They're going to go, and I know knowing what Danny Gonzalez has said, you got to let it all out. You got to let it just go. You can't do that and you got to just rely on your technique and play physical. And that's exactly what I think our guys are doing. And I really like how physical they are. They're going to have to be real physical this game, because I guarantee you Kansas State, their defensive coordinator is telling those guys, you guys got your butts whooped by Army. You got taken down. They were like, they abused you. So what are you going to do this week? So it's going to be a very physical game come Friday afternoon.
We're joined by Glenn Howell. He's our Arizona insider. Wildcats Breakdown brought to you by Modelo. Modelo is brewed for full-time Cats fans. Modelo is an official corporate partner of Arizona Athletics. All right, Glenn, let's hand out some game balls. Give me your offense, defense, special teams, game balls from this contest.
Well, I think the game ball, I'm going to give it to Noah, because I think Noah played really good. He missed a couple of reads, but I thought he made another step. I think he made another step. He got the ball in the hands of the guys so they can run. I'm going to give another ball. Okay. I'm going to give another ball to Hudson. Okay.
Chris Hudson. Okay.
It was
Jamin Watley.
Chris Hunter.
Oh, Chris Hunter.
No. My bag. Wait a minute. Number 6.
Watley. Jamin Watley.
Yeah, Watley. Yes. Yeah, I thought Hudson was 6. Gotta put my glasses on here. Okay. No, Watley, because he got open, and it's not easy when you're wide open and you're running down the field and that ball's coming. It's not that easy just to go ahead and just grab it. That takes some good skill. And I think that he got 2 of those, and he got them, and he got some great touchdowns. So I've given him a game ball. On the defensive side, I'm going to give it to our linebackers. I thought our linebackers played well. I thought they were a force. They were in there making tackles, and I think they did a great job. And then on special teams, you got to give Ian Wagner, man. That dude just, I mean, he's got a cannon.
By the way, Brent said they did not purposely underkick that one. I asked him that question in the press conference. No,
okay.
They did not.
Okay, because I thought he purposely did that, because I was like, what's up? But Ian Wagner is going to be a weapon. He's going to be great for us.
All right, so you're going with all the linebackers.
Yes.
Okay, I figured you would. So I'm going to agree with you in terms of the offense. I'm going with Fafita and Watley there. I thought that they both had outstanding games. I loved what I saw from Noah and his ability to kind of bounce back from the first game and be on point in this contest. Jamin Watley, obviously yards after the catch was so key for him to just really run crisp routes and get open for Noah to hit him in stride. I'm also going with Ian Wagner. I didn't go with him in week 1, but I'll take him in week 2 because 15 out of 16 kicks into the end zone. That's pretty good. That's pretty good for our first 2 ball games. And I'm going to go with Genesis. I'm going to go with Genesis Smith as my game ball on the defensive side of the ball. Had his first interception of the season, and I thought really defended the ball well, defended well in space as well. Had a really nice open field tackle where he just basically just tied up the guy's foot and didn't allow him to get out of an open field situation. So I always think that's important. And I've seen some really good open field tackling from this defense in the first 2 games, which I think has been very key for their success as well. So those will be your game balls. We'll get Kelvin's and let you know those as well. Glenn, we will see you on Friday night out at the mall for Arizona Wildcats, Kansas State Wildcats.
Absolutely. What time does that one start?
1:30. 1:30 from the mall.
1:30.
Yeah, it'll be hot.
Man, we're starting earlier and earlier. I like
sunscreen.
Yeah, exactly. 1:30. All right, Dad, bear down.
There you go. Glenn Howell. He is the tight end from 1985.
He brings you the inside scoop on your Arizona Wildcats like we do. Today's Arizona Insiders are brought to you by